What's up, boys and girls? My name is Jeffrey Mitchell, and happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. September 29th in the year of our Lord 2020. The year of the COVID. The year when Black lives really matter. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, people of the world, is the first presidential debate. I've been kind of looking forward to this for a long time. I'm gonna be working during the whole damn thing, and unfortunately don't have a DVR, but probably could catch a rebroadcast. So I don't know if I wanna wait till I get off work at 8 and watch it, or have it on while I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out. Either way, this is something that I've been looking forward to for a long time. Probably because the left and the Democratic Party and the liberals have become so overwhelming, irritating to me that I want to see them crushed and humiliated. If not, only to send a message to them, they need to change their agenda and get their shit together. When I was thinking about this morning, because sometimes I do ponder what I'm gonna say on these things, loosely, I thought that I might live in a bubble. I might not be aware of the Democratic agenda to the point where I should make such sweeping generalizations or ideas about what I think they're doing or not doing. But can't we all say that? Do we ever all really know? How much are we gonna really study? We do rely, well, I do rely on how much seeps to me through the media. And in ways I look at it as if the main stories or the main draw or the main emphasis of stories that catch most news organizations will filter down and filter out. Because if you watch CNN, you're gonna get a brand of news. You watch MSNBC, you're gonna get a similar brand of news, but pretty much that same flavor. You watch Fox, different flavor, maybe even a different brand. You watch Newsy. I found another one yesterday, another kind of conservative news station on my internet, my IPTV. There's a bunch of them out there. You just gotta search for them, and I gotta remember where they are. But it seemed to be conservative and pro-Trump. But anyway, the left and the liberals and the Democratic side of things, I used to be a Democrat. I was 100% a Democrat. I almost couldn't stand the right-wing Republicans, conservatives. In fact, the first time I ever voted in my life was because I heard Karl Rove, somebody say that the idea was to get George Bush in there and then to get the next one in there and the next one. It wasn't just about getting George Bush in there. It was about starting a legacy to keep that ideology going. And I was so opposed to that ideology at that time that it got me off my ass and I voted against George Bush. I think he still won, but nonetheless, because back then I was atheistic and it was the right wing who I felt was infringing on something that I cared about, and that was quote unquote non-religious freedom. So when Obama, during his speech, he said, in non-believers, that was a big deal to me. That was a big deal to me. So that got me out the vote. Now, the non-believers, the nuns, the atheists out there, we're not quite mainstream, but we're accepted. The word can be said in conversation and it can be discussed. Back in that day, I know I'm getting off the point, but back in that day, there was a lot of people who have never even met an atheist before. And when I put my video up, they, when I put my video up, they, a lot of people said that it was the first time that they saw or realized or knew how to come back or to debate a believer in a situation that I was in. You know, even though it was my friends and stuff. But anyway, way off the point. The point being is that an idea or an ideology or a philosophy that I had, I felt threatened, so I reacted. I don't feel that right today. I don't feel that anything like that today. I'm 58 years old. I'm pretty much, I don't want to say independent, but I'm gonna get mine regardless. I'm gonna be okay regardless. The cornerstone of my belief was abortion for a long time. That was one reason why I was a Democrat. The women's right to choose was monumental to me. And I swear to God, I look back, I cannot figure out why. I have no idea for the life of me why the abortion issue, Roe v. Wade, was so monumental in my political decision making as far as choosing a party. I don't know. It just was. And I look back, that was like the cornerstone. Now, I'm not going to debate or even talk about whether it's worthy or not, you know, this or that, or, you know, have that discussion on why it should be and why it could be. It's not the point. The point is, I don't know why it was. So it was the right wing that I was railing against, who I thought was going to infringe on my philosophies and my ideas of freedoms, quote unquote freedoms, and religious practice and thoughts and just, not thoughts, but my lifestyle. And the funny thing is now, today, it's the left that I'm worried about infringing on my lifestyle and on my, what I believe. Not what I believe, but I'm infringing on my lifestyle, try to put rules in place, govern what I eat, what I don't eat, dictate what I say, how I say it, how I call people, what I call people. I never ever thought it would be the left. I never ever thought it would be the left coming at me like that. And I look back at how it evolved, and I guess, you know, when it does evolve this way throughout history, with regimes and dictators and, I don't want to say fascists because I don't know what that means, but certain governments emerge to dominate, it's because the people think they're doing good. They think they're doing right. They think they're doing what the people need. They think they're saving the world. They think people need climate change. People need this, people need that. So they sincerely believe that they're doing the right thing. Just like Hitler and the Nazis. They weren't out just trying to hurt people. They thought they were doing the right thing. Now, you may not agree. You may look back in hindsight and say, whoa, okay now. And for me to even, and nowadays with the left, for me to even bring up that analogy or to even make that comment could get me in trouble. And that's exactly what I'm talking about, the left, that I cannot stand. And that's what I'm railing against. So I hope, so in a ways, I hope that, well, let me see, let me put this right. I hope that the Democrats get smacked and the left gets smacked in their face. Wake them up, step up. A change in that party or the way they're handling business or their agenda or their propaganda machine, it's just not resonating with me. It's not even, it's beyond not resonating, it's irritating. So tonight, and also and to tie all this back again tonight, I'm thinking, if I know human beings, all my 58 years, and everybody's figuring, oh yeah, Trump was going to just wipe the floor with Biden. Biden don't got energy. Biden can't hang with the Trump tactic and Trump's hysterics and antics. It's like you're sitting there to, go to a football game and one team is just like a 50-point favorite. But until the game is played, the game has to be played. And I was thinking, wouldn't it be cool if the Democrats found a way to outsmart him? They have all this time to plan. They know this is coming. They know his tactics. They should be ready. They should be ready. And they should have something in place, coaching, training, an idea, a plan to counteract what's going on. Because the way it's set now, if he goes out there with the energy and the style that he has, it ain't gonna be pretty. But that's just the way it looks. Just like in a football game, that's just the way it looks before kickoff. We don't know. Hopefully there was some planning, some coaching, some strategy, some kind of ideas. Just some go ahead, move over. It's gonna be some ideas or something to keep him in the game or get him in the game. And that also led me to the other part that I was thinking. The Democrats and the left and liberals should be able to outsmart him. Whatever outsmart means, outcoach him. And a long time ago, that's the way I looked to the left and the Democrats, to be the smarter party, the more intellectual, definitely less religious, more intellectual, and not so much emotional. It was the right wing that was all emotional and crying and, feeling threatened and using fear. Now it's the left. And it seems like their whole agenda is based on emotion and fear. And it's working. They got their team, their base whipped up in a frenzy to the point they can't have rational discussion, most of them. Because they get so excited and, it's just out there. You just gotta read, you don't know. Oh, you ask a nuanced question about anything, they feel attacked and they respond as if they're attacked. And I can't stand that. Sure, tensions are high. Sure, there's isms and racism, sexism and inequalities. How you handle them and your agenda to handle them is my point. And I'd rather see, basically Trump and the Republicans are less irritating to me than the left right now. Maybe because of the media, the news, this whole Black Lives Matter onslaught. I mean, you can't even turn on the goddamn game anymore without hearing 30% coverage of inequalities and justice, and all these companies are jumping on board, trying to appear woke, probably because they know the millennials are spending money, and the millennials are all on board with inclusion and equality and save the whales and save the fucking dogs and all that. So they're catering to them. And I get that. That's politics, that's advertisement, that's a part of capitalism. And it's also part of capitalism and democracy for me to have my opinion against it and to maybe even rail against it. And I'm not telling anybody to stop doing what they're doing, stop believing what they're believing in. Do you go 100%? We need it all. We need every angle. We need every thought. Get out there and just do what you are. I would never tell anybody to stop. Now, I'm going to question how logical it is. I'm going to tell you it may not make sense, I may even tell you that that's going to be counterproductive, but I will never tell you to stop doing it. I might not even tell you a better way to do it. I may suggest lightly, say, well, you know, if you do it this way, you might, you know, my days of, oh, that's stupid. Oh, stop that. You need to stop that. That's wrong. That's stupid. Those days are over. I used to be that person until I got a better understanding of everything. And that's back when I stopped using the word dumb and stupid. Dumb and stupid, when I call something dumb or stupid, for me, with my ego and my integrity, it's more of a reflection on what I don't know than what they don't know. So tonight, we're gonna find out about it, or we're gonna see. And we're gonna see how they handle it. And it will be, and like I said, I love human beings. I love those unexpected teams, those underdogs, that whoa moment, whoa, that whoa shit moment. I'd rather have that than anything. And if they could pull off, if Biden could come out there with a strategy or a demeanor or the way to handle Trump's antics and actually have something to say and to be able to get it out and articulate it in an eloquent yet energetic and inspiring manner, that would be exciting. That would be truly exciting. But I'm not sure that's gonna happen. I'm not sure I want that to happen. I'm not sure that I want Biden to win. In fact, I could probably say that I don't want the Democrats to win because I don't want their economic agenda implemented to disrupt this economy. Somebody on one of those conservative news channels yesterday kind of reiterated my point that regardless of what's going on, the economy and the investors and the people with money in the system feel comfortable with the way that things are, the tax structure or the laws or the whatever. They said they feel comfortable with it. And then when the Democrats come in, talking about they want a redistribution of wealth and a tax shift and all that, it puts all these people with big money who are just channeling it into the system, making money, to question whether they should keep doing that. Or even not even question, would it make it even economically feasible for them to keep doing it? Might as well stop. You're gonna tax me this much, I can't do this anymore. And it may not be trickling down to everybody, but that shit sure is trickling down to me. And I got no problem with it. I got no problem with somebody being super rich. That's on them. Most of the super rich people I look at work their asses off and deserve it. I'm lazy. I mean, I do what I want to do. I wouldn't say I'm lazy. I do what I want to do. If it's something I want to do, I'm going to do it. If it's something that interests me, I'm going to do it. But to work hard, to be like super successful or a millionaire or this or that, from what I've studied from all the great ones, I don't have that kind of focus or drive. In fact, I was laying in the bed today, sleeping a little too longer than I should have, thinking, what do I love more, sleeping or eating? Oh, just laying there because if it cooled off a little bit, the room it was cool enough to where I could like throw a blanket over myself and then my pillows, and I had like about an hour before I had to get up. Oh, it's like, oh. And I thought, what do I like more, sleeping or eating? It's eating, of course. And then the combination of them both is orgasmic. Anyway, and also come election day, I'm thinking, and as I said this before, I'm hoping almost that there's a black silent majority out there who may or may not agree with the Black Lives Matter agenda, may not identify with the whole we're victims, reparations, affirmative action thing, who maybe believe in the whole bootstraps concept and the fact that, you know, they've made it, they've made their millions, they made their money, they're middle class, they went to school, they stayed out of jail, they didn't make crimes, do crimes, they maintain their lineage, meaning that they made sure their kids grew up with certain ideals so that their kids come up with certain ideals, and you watch the whole generational lineage of certain families rise up through status in the economy, not economy, but social status. And I think they're gonna go and say, you know what? I'm sick of these damn left-wing liberals too. I'm sick of them. And they see all the rioting and the doggone protests and stuff. That's a turnoff to a lot of people. A lot of people think, oh, and then you see MSC and CBN saying, that's their right to protest. That's their right to protest. Yeah, that's protesting. But you need to strongly condemn people looting and stuff. Oh, that's just their way. I think even one of you person even said, that's the way of getting some of their money back or something. How to get their piece out of the system. That's the only way they feel that they can get paid back or reprimands from the system that has left them behind. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm not feeling that at all. Nope, nope, nope. And I think there may be a lot of black people who don't feel it either. But we'll see, you know. We'll see when we go to the ballot box and hope the exit polls show that, quote unquote, a larger percentage of black people voted for Trump. Because a lot of black people think if you vote for Trump, you a racist, you a coon. If you black and you support Trump, you're a coon, because all the perceived things that he did or didn't do, I don't want to go into that, or the interpretation of that, or the perception of the things he did or didn't do. Had to catch my breath there for a second. So I was thinking, actually I started thinking about, did I post a video yesterday? Because my data, I went over my data, internet went out, and I had to use my phone as a hotspot, and I'm watching a series or something, watch 3 hours of HD TV through Netflix, through my phone, so that just ate up a bunch of my data, so I'm over my 20 gigabytes, so my data's low. So I'm trying to figure out, did the video, I posted a video yesterday, but I think I did. Anyway, so that's it. Starts tonight. We're gonna see. It would be wonderful, because I'm about the chaos, I'm about the human overcoming and the human spectacular, quote unquote, miracles that outline spectacular play, move, or action. See somebody come up to pull it from deep inside and then turn into like a Superman, a superhero with superhuman strength or intellect in the moment and respond. Because I do remember when I looked at the left and the Democrats as the intellect, party of intellect, the intellectual party. Now all I see and hear is AOC's nasal, squeaky, super irritating voice talking about, screaming about inequality and taking this and taking that and making this and making that better. And I do need to look into her politics, her ideas, her agenda. She's young, so she's supposed to irritate me. But that damn voice and just her energy in general is irritating to somebody who's 3 times her age, 2 times her age. Anyhow, we'll find out about it tonight, y'all. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. In the words of James Carville, it's the economy, stupid. It's the economy. Keep me paid. And you may say, oh, you don't care about other people? Probably not. Probably not. You just care about yourself? What about your family? I'll take care of them. I'll do what I can do for my family. We're in it together. We have a certain idea of how to handle things. And they have different beliefs than I do. They're religious. They believe in Jesus. They believe in black people. Not that I don't believe in black people. They lean towards the prevailing black agenda, and I don't. And I point out to them the differences. We have discussions. They understand where I stand. I understand where they stand. That's all I can ask for. They're 30-something years old. Hell, they better have something to say or think about other than what I tell them. Even my niece, the child, got her own thing. She started a Black Lives Matter page. Even with all my years of, how could I put it? All my years of dialogue and commentary about the black plight and black situation and how I feel about it. You know, we had a discussion the other day about Black Lives Matter and this and that and the situation. You know, and that's all I want is discussion. I'm not saying right or wrong. I'm not saying up or down. I'm just saying we need to discuss it. Because some of this will work over there, pull some from over there, pull some socialism, pull some Marxism, pull some fascism, pull a little bit of racism. You don't think affirmative action is racism? If you're gonna give something to somebody, that means you're taking it from somebody else. Just because you put a positive spin on it, it's still racism. If you're gonna give a certain amount of people this, you're taking it from somewhere else. Just like, if you look at it in a negative way, I don't want to say Jim Crow way, but there's opportunity cost for anything. Anyway, my name is Jeffrey Scott Mitchell. 27 minutes talking politics. It's been a while. I feel good about it. Swing on y'all 2 times. Joe Biden, baby. Joe Biden, go give Trump some. I'm hoping he does. I really am hoping he does, even though I can't stand their agenda. And oh my God, okay, I got to put it in another arm and come back on there. No, absolutely not. Kamala Harris is vice president? Absolutely fucking no. No. I don't know nothing about her agenda. I need to read up on it, I'll admit that. I really don't know her. What I do know is her demeanor. What I've seen of her demeanor and her interviews and stuff. Of course, she like Boosie and stuff, but that ain't enough for me. In fact, that may even be something to say, uh-oh. Now, she's cool. I remember seeing her years ago, downtown LA. Obama was down at Exposition Park or something. And I was like, wow, she cute. Who was she? And it was her, and Obama spoke. Jamie Foxx was there, blah, blah, a bunch of people. But I don't know her. I just know, call me a stereotype, call me primitive, call me racist, call me whatever you want. I'm not sure I'm ready to have that personality that close to the presidency, knowing damn well Joe Biden ain't gonna last the whole term. Just like Sarah Palin. She was cute. I got excited to see her as vice president. But I didn't want her to be vice president. I was just up for the chaos. Love me some Sarah Palin, in fact. Went and saw her rally. Went down there and went to one of her rallies and got that close to her, just to see her do what she do and all that. Like I said, I didn't want her to be vice president though. Voted against her, in fact. If I voted that, yeah, I think I was voting back then. Anyway. Yeah, I think that was at an Obama election. Definitely voted for Obama. Definitely voted for Obama. And if you think I'm stereotypical black woman, vice president, I would say no. But I also would say that I don't think Michelle Obama is ready for politics. I listened to her book. She don't want none of it. She don't want nothing to do with it. But I can see her being a vice president. I can see Condoleezza Rice maybe being a vice president. That demeanor. Call me a Neanderthal, call me old-fashioned, call me this, call me that old geezer, call me a sexist, whatever you want to call it. Just like I don't want to see a Kamala Harris personality, I don't want to see an AOC personality, or a Sarah Palin personality. I probably would even said I wouldn't want to see, no actually, I would have said I wanted to see a Trump personality just for the chaos and the entertainment. There's no doubt about that. And he's shaking things up. Presidency has changed forever. He's gonna go down as one of the most influential presidents in history because he's changed shit up. Shit has changed now. Shit has completely changed now. I don't think you could come in and be super presidential anymore. We done got used to having a unfiltered president. Unfiltered, what feels like an unfiltered connection to what the president's thinking and doing, and having that much access. We feel we have that much access to what he's thinking and what he's doing, but we don't know. But somebody comes in, like in the olden days, it was presidential, American public didn't know too much, everything was on lockdown, everything was kept hush-hush or, in secret, behind closed doors. That's the way politics was done. Not anymore. It's changed. And then his secretary, his Supreme Court appointees, major, definitely major history changing. Say what you want. The Orange Cheeto is doing things. Good, bad, left, right, pretty or ugly. He's doing shit. Anyhow, my name is Jeffrey, this time for real. Swinging on y'all twice with the political commentary. Swinging on y'all. Black Lives Matter. My name is Jeffrey Scott Mitchell. And I'm about to push the button.